Hello, I am Janice Graham, business owner of Entrepreneurs Insurance Services and Small Business Style Incorporated. I was asked to offer a tip to those of you in business. As we come to the end of a year and the beginning of a new year, this is a great time to sit down and think of clarity. And the clarity that comes to mind is clarity of audience. Are you clear in who you serve? Are they clear that you serve them? It is important that when you're out and speaking with your audience, that they know what you do to serve them. When you have multiple jobs and you come out with too many options and opportunities and titles, sometimes it confuses your audience and your target audience. So sit down and get really clear on who it is that you serve. Now, I was also asked to introduce my very dear friend and colleague, Michelle Skiljan. Michelle Skiljan is the Executive Director of the Inland Empire Women's Business Center and the Coachella Valley Women's Business Centers. These centers are both programs of the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship, and it is definitely a pleasure because she's a very dear friend. Here's Michelle Skiljan.
Thank you, Richard, for including me again in the 6th annual Women Business and Wellness. I think I've had some type of role almost every single year, so sure do appreciate that. I'm here to introduce the Inland Empire and Coachella Valley Women's Business Centers and talk about the resources available to business owners as you go into 2022. But before I get to that, I want to tell you a little bit about why we're here. Number one, we wouldn't be here without the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship, which is at California State University, San Bernardino. It's part of the Jack H. Brown College of Business and Public Administration, but I'm going to talk more about that in just a minute. Our first funder was the U.S. Small Business Administration. We're a program of the Office of Women's Business Ownership. And recently, we've been funded by the state of California GoBiz. And again, we'll talk more about them shortly. Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship at Cal State University, San Bernardino has a lot going on for businesses. So we're going to talk about resources. Well, there's one of your resources local to the Inland Empire. And as you can see from the graphic, they've got a lot going on. We are the Women's Business Center, the longest running program, community serving program of the Center for Entrepreneurship. We have what I call our Big Brother program, the SBDC. California STEP program, if you're looking for assistance to export. We just held the Spirit of the Entrepreneur Awards, which is held every year in celebration of local entrepreneurs. You know, entrepreneurial technician, own it, part of the Cascade program. We have Accelerator, we have Global Summer Entrepreneurship programs, and every summer we have a youth entrepreneurship discovery camp called Upstarters Discovery Camp. That's the center. The School of Entrepreneurship, which was launched in the fall of 2020, after many years of hard work by Dr. Mike Stahl, offers both undergraduate and graduate degrees in entrepreneurship. And as you can see by the graphics, there's a lot going on there too. So we hope that that might be of interest to you. But a little more about the Women's Business Center. We were founded in 2003, and our mission statement since the beginning has been to counsel, teach, encourage, and inspire women business owners at every stage of development and expansion. With that being said, we do help men too. So we're here to assist you as you start and grow your businesses. Just a little bit about our background. We've served through business counseling over 5,701 clients. We've provided training for nearly 85,000 workshop and webinar participants, and we've facilitated mentoring for over 4,000 women. And I'm really proud of the work that we've done. Those services have led to over 28 million in economic impact and the creation and support of 5,400 jobs locally. So we are a resource tool for you. But we're just here in the Inland Empire, serving mostly Inland Empire business owners, but there's assistance elsewhere too. And I know we're coming I'm hoping we're past COVID. I know that there are still cases out there, and I know that businesses are still, finding their rhythm and getting back on track. And I know that there are people still that are struggling with COVID, and hoping and praying that it goes away soon and becomes a memory. I know that we're all looking forward to that being behind us. In the meantime, there are great resources. And of course, the Women's Business Center with our counseling, training programs, we're here to help you. So I've got our websites there. Take a look and reach out to us. I'll have my contact information at the end. But beyond that, there are 16 women's business centers in the state of California. And so you can work with, of course, us. We focus on local, but you can also check out the website and see if there are other WBCs or a WBC closer to you. Now, if you're not in the Inland Empire or in California, there's the Association of WBCs, which will connect you to a women's business center close to you. So all kinds of resources. And of course, I list us first because women's business centers are near and dear to my heart. But beyond that, of course, there's the U.S. Small Business Administration, which I mentioned, funds the women's business centers. Go to their website. They have a tremendous number of resources for you to review. You can look at the general resources and then click on local resources and get all the way to the Inland Empire Orange County District Office and the resources that are local here to this region. That is a great website with a tremendous amount of information. There's also the state of California, WBWC. Again, connections, not only do they have resources, but they have connections to resources. And what you're going to want to do with everything I mentioned, you're going to want to get on their newsletter listing. That way you're getting the information firsthand, right? When it comes out, you're getting it immediately. You want to connect with your county economic development team. Get on their newsletter just so that you know what's going on. Also, your various political representatives. They are also a tremendous resource. If you have a difficulty, reach out to them. Let them know what's going on, and they're going to do their best to help you. Be sure to understand. I know that in various conversations, if it's a local situation, you want to connect with a local political representative, state political representative, and then federal political representative. But they're here to assist us. In addition to that, your city leaders and your city economic development team, they know the pulse, and you want to get to know them, along with your local chamber and other business support entities. So you can connect with National Association of Women Business Owners. You can connect with the NWBWC, National Latina Businesswomen Association, your local chamber. There are so many organizations that you can connect with. And yes, with these entities, there are membership fees, but they do have events that you can participate in just to start that connection process. In addition to that, utilize the business expertise. A training that I mentioned this as your bail team, your banker, your accountant, insurance, and legal. Have those resources. They are experts in their area. Utilize their expertise. And next is the amazing microlenders that are here to support you as lenders, but lending smaller amounts of money that would not be, necessarily a banking relationship. So microlenders typically lend $50,000 or less. Some lend more, and they are your trustworthy alternative lenders. So you want to create a relationship with those lenders. And then industry associations. So much information can be gained as a business owner from your local industry association. And it might not be local, it might be statewide, it might even be national, but investing in that membership can provide you so much information and connections. So beyond that, I have a handful of resource lists here, but I'm going to take a step back because so often we need help and we don't ask. And so one of the first steps that you need to take as a business owner is to never be afraid to ask. We all know, there's no such thing as a dumb question. So pick up the phone and reach out and ask. Of course, you can contact myself. You can contact the Women's Business Center, contact the SBA, ask for help, because it's amazing. Once you ask, the resources that become available to you, the doors that open, you've just got to ask for help. So here's our website. You can take a moment to take a look at either the IEWBC website or the CBWBC website. And I know I'm directing you to the Women's Business Center because that is what I do. And here's what I want to assure you. If you come to us and we're not the right fit for you, we're going to connect you with the organization that is the right fit. And the same with for example, our local microlenders. We all work together to support one another. And so if you come to us and you are looking for funding, I'll call one of the lenders in the region and walk through a scenario, and they'll just tell me, this isn't a good fit for us. Why don't you call this organization? So we do work very closely together so that we best serve you. And last but not least, here's contact information. My cell phone's there, my email. I serve as executive director of the Inland Empire and Coachella Valley Women's Business Center. Kim Shelton is the director of our Coachella Valley Women's Business Center. And we're both here to serve you. And again, even if we're not the right fit, we're going to get you connected with the right fit. And so start by asking for help, getting connected to your local and state and federal resources, because all of these entities are here to see you be successful as a business owner. And thank you again, Richard, for including me in the 6th Annual Women Business and Wellness Conference. One of those local microlenders that I mentioned here in the Inland Empire is AMPAC Business Capital. AMPAC is a valued partner of the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship. And today we welcome Hilda Kennedy for a sneak preview presentation. Welcome, Hilda.
Welcome to AMPAC. It is possible. Thank you so much for being here at the new AMPAC offices and our new entrepreneur ecosystem. We're really excited about this space. It's been a dream for us to bring everyone together under one roof to remind small business owners that you have both possibilities and solutions. In the entrepreneur ecosystem, we have space for entrepreneurs to have office space where we'll provide wraparound services to the small business so that we can maximize your success. We are lenders. That's what we do at AMPAC Business Capital. And in this space, we will help small business owners to know and master their numbers. In addition, we'll help small business owners to get the partners wrapped around them to help them succeed, from those in government to banking to legal to CPAs to realty to other small business partners who will have space to drop in to help small business owners succeed, like the SBDC, like the Women's Business Center, like SCORE, and even the Inland Empire Center for Entrepreneurship at Cal State San Bernardino. We're excited about the opportunities that will be made available to small business owner because partners are coming together under one roof to facilitate you and your success. I am pleased to share with you a little bit about AMPAC's history. Over 16 years ago, AMPAC started. we were known as AMPAC Tri-State CDC, and now we're AMPAC Business Capital. But it wouldn't have been possible without the generous support of our founding board president and first investor, Larry Polhill. We're so excited about the space that we created in his honor, the Business Acumen Training Center, also known as the Polhill Training Center. Let me show you the space. The Polhill Business Acumen Training Center, or we'll call it the BAT, will be available for small businesses and for our partners to be able to train here, and to be able to train either virtually or with an audience, but bridging the digital divide and making the space usable and robust for hybrid training. We're excited about this space because we know that business owners need to collaborate with other business owners. We're also excited about the space because it allows our small business partners, from the SBDC to the Women's Business Center to SCORE, as well as local groups, CREW Inland Empire, NABO IE, the Risk Management Association Inland Empire, to be able to call this space home for hosting meetings, for hosting networking events, and for training others. We're so delighted that you were able to join us today. AMPAC's vision is to uplift communities, strengthen families, and advance entrepreneurial dreams. We hope that we can do that with you. Remember, it is possible. Thank you.